Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Brazilian prodigy Vitor Roque, as it has been reported that Vitor will arrive at Barca only in 2024. We are going to be discussing on that report as we progress. Secondly, talking about Barca midfielder Pablo Gavi, as it has been reported that the Barca midfielder goes through doping tests after Spain vs Italy. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. As chatter surrounding Vitor Roque's potential move to Barcelona from Atlético Paranense is picking up, there are contradicting reports emerging on the 18-year-old's situation. Roque has made it clear that he wishes to join only Barca this summer, and it has been claimed that he has even agreed personal terms over a long-term contract until 2028. However, they still need to finalize an agreement over a transfer fee and payment structure with Atlético Paranense. Officials from both clubs held a meeting earlier today, along with Roque's agent Andre Curie. The meeting is understood to have gone positively, despite an agreement not being reached. The most notable thing, though, was that Barcelona were understood to have informed the striker that they can register him this summer without any problems. However, now Tony Juan Marti is reporting that while negotiations with Atlético Paranense are progressing, Roque will arrive at Barca only in 2024, either in January or in the summer. It was previously reported that Barca could consider postponing the Brazilian international signing until the winter or even next summer if they are unable to create enough financial fair play margin this summer. And even though some reports state that his registration will not be an issue, Juan Martin insists that the deal will be done for 2024 and not for right now. Roque, for his part, is hell-bent on joining Barcelona and would be willing to accept to wait until 2024 in order to join the club. Just 18 years of age, Vitor Roque is seen as a valuable addition to the club for the present and for the future. Barca see him as the long-term heir to Robert Lewandowski, who will be turning 35 in a couple of months' time. So what remains to be seen is whether the La Liga champions Barcelona have enough fair play margin to incorporate Roque's signing this summer itself, or whether they are focused to push his arrival to January next year. Barcelona continue to face a lot of difficulties financially, and of course, if things are not decided the right way, it might cripple us in this transfer window. Vitor Roque has been talked about a lot these past few days, as a move to Barca looks very likely, even though negotiations with Atlético Paranense have not yet been positive. But there was a meeting that held yesterday. It went well, but no agreement so far, as more meetings will be held, more meetings will be planned, as Barca push to ensure that a deal for one of their top priority players is coming to fruition. Of course, the player have made it publicly on many occasions that he really wants to play for Barca. He feels ready to join the club of his dreams, Atlético Paranense. And of course, Atlético Paranense have been making life difficult at times for Barca because the price tag is not still the same as what Barca want to pay. And also the method of payment, they have still not agreed with Barca because Barca want to go for more instrumental payments, but Atlético Paranense want at least 20 million from the onset and finishing the installment the next time they pay next season. So as it stands right now, Barcelona are trying to ensure that there is that leeway in their financial records for the club to be able to sign this guy. Sometimes I ask myself, how was it even possible for Barca to bring in Lionel Messi? If we're talking about players like Vitor Roque, whose salary is nothing compared to Leo Messi. Barca wanted to bring in Messi at what cost? So they were just pushing for something. I don't know if Laporta was just trying to impress the fans, because when we look at it critically, there was no chance whatsoever for Barca to bring in Messi. There was no chance. It was doomed to fail, because up to now they have not even signed a single player. Had it been they were even creating the room for Messi to come, or if they were nearly there to capture Messi back to the club, by now I think they would have completed some signings, because the space could have been very huge considering Messi's salary and so on and so forth. But Vitor Roque, they're still talking about how potentially he might join Barca only next year. And you can imagine that, which player then can we sign? Free agents only? That's the player that Barca want to be signing all the time. We hope that things should be sorted out fast and soon enough, because it's getting out of hand. Then on to the next story of discussion. Shortly after Spain secured a narrow 2-1 victory over Italy in the semi-finals of the UEFA Nations League, the Spanish team was raided by the UEFA doctors. The authorities decided to take doping tests for 4 of the players who started against Italy, including Barca youngster Gavi. The 3 other players were Robin Lenormand, Mikel Merino, and Jeremy Pino. This has been reported by Dario AS, who suggests that the unexpected doping tests were taken after the win over Italy, but the report suggests there is nothing to worry about for the Spanish team, as all the players in the team were under strict control. The anti-doping protocol is strictly adhered to by Chief Physician Dr. Celeda, who is a specialist in the field. However, there are still times when something can go wrong, as some of the medications players take can result in failed doping tests. About 40 years ago, Spain's Ramon Maria Caldera failed one such test after he took bisolvon under a prescription to cure a cold. UEFA reprimanded RFEF, slapping a £25,000 fine at the time. The doping test process, though, have improved significantly since, and it is likely that all 4 Spanish players will be cleared ahead of Spain's upcoming Nations League final against Croatia this evening. Gavi, in particular, could play a critical role for Spain. His creative essence, coupled with his aggression, could go a long way in helping La Roja break the shackles of a well-disciplined Croatian defense. Gavi has recently spoken about his ambition to win trophies with the Spanish national team. This could be his opportunity to seal his first international trophy, which could come on the back of a season where he also helped Barcelona secure the league title. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.